Let's be honest for a second, you probably think you're right more often than you actually are. I know I do. We all do. But here's the twist. This isn't arrogance. It's your brain, working overtime to protect your ego at all costs, even if it means bending reality to do it. Today, we're pulling back the curtain and exposing the psychological traps that make you feel correct, confident, and completely justified, even when you are dead wrong. So, why does your brain hate being wrong so much? Think about it. Your brain treats the experience of being wrong as a legitimate threat. Not a physical threat to your safety, but a threat to your very identity, your sense of self. When you are proven wrong, it can feel like you're losing status. It feels like losing control. It feels like losing certainty in a chaotic world. It can even feel like you're losing face, losing the core belief that you are a good, smart, and competent person. Because this feeling is so uncomfortable, your brain cheats. It becomes a master illusionist. It subtly bends facts to fit your narrative. It acts like a bouncer at a club, filtering out any information that doesn't agree with you. It even rewrites your memories, tweaking the past to make you look better in the present. It takes flimsy evidence and uses it to build a fortress around your opinions. Your brain is in on a quest for objective truth. Its primary mission is self-preservation. It wants to protect the self, and it will do almost anything to succeed. To do this, it uses a set of powerful tools called cognitive biases. Let us break down the 6 key ego biases that trick you into thinking you're always right. First up, the king of them all, confirmation bias. This is your brain's built-in search engine, but it has a major flaw. It only searches for information that proves you are correct. It actively ignores, rejects, and downplays anything and everything that contradicts your existing beliefs. This is the reason why arguments with friends or family escalate so quickly. It's why our political opinions harden over time, instead of becoming more nuanced. It's why debates feel so intensely personal. You genuinely believe you're just stating the facts, but in reality, your brain is on a mission not for truth, but for validation. Next, we have the Dunning-Kruger effect. This is the fascinating phenomenon where people with the least amount of knowledge or skill in a particular area often have the highest levels of confidence. Why does this happen? It's simple. They don't know enough to realize just how much they don't know. Their ego tells them, I've seen a little bit of this. I get the gist. I understand it completely, but in reality, they're only seeing a tiny corner of a massive, complex puzzle. They're missing 90% of the picture, but are convinced they see it all. The third bias is the false consensus effect. This is the assumption that most people think, feel, and believe the same way you do. You assume your opinions are the default, the common sense, the normal and logical way of seeing the world. Your brain absolutely loves this feeling because it reduces social uncertainty, it boosts your confidence, and it validates your entire worldview. The downside, it makes you blind to the incredible diversity of human thought and experience. You end up living in an echo chamber of your own making, surprised when someone holds a different view. Then there's the self-serving bias. This one is simple but incredibly powerful. When something goes well, you take all the credit. My hard work paid off, my strategy was brilliant, but when something goes wrong, suddenly, it's not your fault, the circumstances were unfair, other people let you down, the timing was just off. Your brain is working to protect your self-esteem, not your accuracy. It ensures you always come out looking like the hero of your own story, regardless of what actually happened. Fifth is hindsight bias, also known as the I knew it all along effect. After an event happens, you convince yourself that you saw it coming, that the outcome was obvious from the start, even if you were completely uncertain before. Your brain cleverly erases the doubt and uncertainty from your past self to make your current self look wise, perceptive, and insightful. It's a subtle way of rewriting history to make you the sage. And finally, we have the most ironic bias of all, the blind spot bias. This is the belief that you can easily spot biases in other people, but you yourself are objective, rational, and free from such distortions. You see the world clearly, while everyone else is being emotional, uninformed, or just plain irrational. This bias is the root of so much ego-driven conflict because it makes it impossible to see our own flaws. So, why do we defend our opinions so fiercely, sometimes to the point of absurdity? Here's the real secret. It's not about the idea. It's not about winning the argument. It's not even about the topic you're debating. It is 100% about identity protection. Your brain uses your opinions and beliefs as a kind of armor for your ego. If your ideas are challenged and proven wrong, your ego feels like it's under direct attack. So, instead of thoughtfully updating your beliefs with new information, you double down. You dig in your heels and defend them to the bitter end. You think you're defending the argument, but what you're really defending is your own self-image. The good news is, you can escape this ego trap. It's not about becoming less confident, it's about becoming more accurate. Here are a few powerful tools you can start using today. First, replace certainty with curiosity. The next time you feel absolutely sure about something, pause. Instead of thinking, I know this is true, ask yourself, what if I'm missing something here? Curiosity is like water. It dissolves the hard shell of the ego and opens you up to new possibilities. Second, ask yourself this critical question, what evidence would it take to change my mind? If your honest answer is nothing, then you don't have a reasoned conclusion, you have a dogma. You have a belief that is immune to facts, and that's a dangerous place to be. Third, embrace the simple but powerful phrase, I might be wrong. Saying this is not a sign of weakness. It is a profound sign of intellectual strength. It signals to yourself and to others that your identity is not fragile and it is not tied to being right all the time. Fourth, actively seek out disconfirming evidence. Don't just live in your own filter bubble. Make a conscious effort to look for information that challenges your worldview. Read articles from sources you disagree with. Listen to people with different perspectives. This is how scientists operate. This is how wise people grow. And finally, the most important step. Separate your opinion from your identity. You are not your beliefs. You are the person who holds those beliefs, and you are the person who has the power to update them. Your ego's job is to make you feel right and safe. But the pursuit of truth and growth requires you to feel uncomfortable sometimes. The most powerful and influential people aren't the ones who stubbornly cling to their opinions for decades. They're the ones who have the humility and the courage to say, I used to think that, and now, thanks to new information, I've learned better. Real growth begins right where the ego ends. If this video challenged your thinking, hit that follow or subscribe button and share it with someone you know who loves being right. And always remember, your ego is there to protect you, but your awareness is what will set you free. Thanks for watching.